Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ifigenia Georgiadou. I represent Action Synergy, who is the coordinator of the project Acaδημία, the European Teacher Academy for Creative and Inclusive Learning. And today we will see the last methodology that Acaδημία introduces, which is the AR or ER methodology. This is to actually teach different social topics. First, just let me know if you can see my screen, my PowerPoint. Can
Yes.
you?
Yes, it's okay.
Okay. So now I see that you don't have your cameras on. So this way we will say that these questions, let's say that I can ask a question and you answer, whoever wants can answer. And perhaps in a while we will play it in another way. So, who knows who Socrates was? Well, I see some Greeks here, but maybe it's more interesting to listen to another participant. Yes, Stavroula. Yes, Stavroula, switch on your microphone.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. I am Stavroula Joanna Kypreou. I am the headmistress of Evening High School of Thebes, and I know Socrates, as I am Greek, and his method. And as I am headmistress in an evening high school, we have multi-aged people from 15 years old till 62 years old, from different countries, different social,
Background.
background,
Yeah.
and it's important to apply Socrates' method in schools like my school. It's very
Yes,
important, and
yes,
it's very helpful also.
right. So you
Thank
know
you.
the AR methodology already,
Yes,
or you apply it? You know it. You have been trained on that.
yes, yes,
Good,
yes,
good, good.
yes. Thank you very much
I'm very
for this
happy
opportunity.
to learn how you have applied and some examples. Just say 2 words who Socrates was. He was a Greek.
A Greek
Mm-hmm.
philosopher, and he was very skilled and
Mm-hmm.
open-minded person, which who was accepting every kind of people and try to make them be creative, uh, be happy with
Mm-hmm.
themselves, and to develop skills. And that was very, very innovative for his season.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
And they have every students of Socrates have to discover how to learn and how to create and develop skills.
Mm-hmm.
Not just saying, but he was uh, developing peoples by excavating their skills,
Mm-hmm. Critical thinking.
critical thinking, problem solving, and empathy, and he was great because I believe that Greek philosophers like Socrates have applied 21st century skills years ago.
Yes, you are right.
Thank you very much.
He was truly a great philosopher.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you. Stavroula, let's say this. Can you see and choose one more question from here and ask this question to another person that you see?
Uh, yes, I wanted to
Any?
ask,
Mhm.
uh, let me see the participants because I am in the
On
way to go
a
to school.
phone. Ah,
Uh,
okay, okay.
and I have to be from mobile till
Yes, yes.
six
All
o'clock, and
right.
then I will have the
Okay.
laptop. So maybe uh, I can ask Sofia Gavrilli
Mm-hmm. Which
the
question?
question that if she has heard about the five whys tool.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you
Sophia?
very much.
Thank you very much, Savrula. Sophia, have you heard about that? Oh, it seems that Sophia cannot switch on the microphone. Um, let's say Reni, do you have you heard about the five whys tool, the five whys technique?
Frankly speaking, I cannot recall now what could be staying
Good, good. Okay,
outside.
so that's why we are here.
Mm.
The five whys are exactly what it says. It is five whys, one after the other. So you ask once why, you answer, and then you ask, and why this? You answer, and then you ask, why this? It was introduced by Mr. Toyota from the founder of this big car company to his company to find to find out what happens. It is not philosophical at all, but it drives us to some conclusions. Reni, can you please choose a question and name another participant?
Okay, let me see. I would like to ask Ioana. I cannot pronounce her family name.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Okay.
quite
Small names are
difficult.
enough. Mm-hmm.
And my question will be, um, have you ever been in Conscious Alley, Ioana?
Mm-hmm.
It's for me.
Yes, Joanna.
Oh,
For Joanna. Joanna.
not for me, Stavrula
No, no,
Joanna.
no. No, no, no.
Oh,
No. Joanna Gergely. Any answer from Joanna? Let me ask Maria Chatiri. Have you ever been in the Conscience Alley? Do you know what this is? You may not. Sotiria, can you answer? Because we have heard you a little bit. Sotiria, have you ever been in the Conscience Alley? Do you know what this is? I will ask Corina. I'm sure she knows.
Yes, of course, because we're teaching Conscious Alley. Yes, I've been to Conscious Alley, and it is
In 2 words, what is Conscience Alley?
um, we have a dilemma, first of
Mhm,
all,
mhm.
and we have two teams who stand in front of each other. And one team is in favor and one team is against something, which is, I said, a dilemma. And I am in the alley and I have to listen to against or in favor and walk and make my mind after a while. This is a very powerful tool. It's more dramatic if you have your eyes closed. And when somebody experiences that, it says, wow.
Yes, you are right. And probably you have the right decision at the end. Good.
Maybe, yes, yes. In the end, you have a decision, you reach the decision that it is uh, the most right decision in that moment
Yeah.
because you have listened to more than one or two or three arguments. You have listened to many arguments. So at that time, it is a very good decision, I think.
Thank you. Thank you, Corina. Corina is a co-trainer in the European Teacher Academy for different methodologies, also for the AIR methodology. Corina, can you
But
please choose a
but
question?
we have to say that Iphigenia and Anastasia Balaska are the co-founders of this methodology.
Founders, we just
Okay.
imagined it and
Yes, the
yeah,
co-creators.
yeah, compiled it. All right,
So
good.
I have to choose
Yes, another question
a question.
and the name.
Mm,
Answer.
um, I would like to ask the question about the documentary theater, which
To
is I
whom?
find also very powerful.
To whom?
To whom I have to choose. Okay. I will choose Costas. Is our Costas or different Costas?
Let's see.
Costas? No answer from Costas. So I will ask Evangelia
Mhm.
Dimula. Mrs. Evangelia Dimula. Costas is our
Ah,
Costas.
Costas. Okay. Costas, do you know what is the documentary theater?
Uh,
I chose you because you are the only man in here, I think. Eh?
We are just in the warm-up phase, answering some questions. Can you tell us in 2 words what is the documentary theater, Costas?
okay. Hello? Okay.
Yes.
Issue. Yeah, I know what is documentary theater, I think.
Tell us in 2 words, one phrase.
So it's theater based on documents on factual facts that are on that are written in different documents in different ways. There are registered facts that are written down, let's say, and you can start with this and reflect on this to the viewer.
Thank you, Costa. Well, you will be the last to choose one more question from the not yellow ones and ask another participant.
I would like to ask
Choose a question first.
okay, have you ever taught people from different ethnic background?
To whom?
And to Tayeb from Italy.
S. Tayeb. Can you answer, please? Maybe they cannot open their microphone. Let's say, well, Calliope? Can you answer? Have you ever taught people from different ethnic background? I guess you are a teacher.
Hello, everyone. Yes, I'm a teacher, but no.
No. Okay,
No.
good. All right. Okay. So these are questions that I guess at the end of this short seminar, which will be today and on Wednesday, in 4 hours, you will have the information and the skills to answer. So I want to tell you about the AIR methodology. I will speak now for about 15 to 20 minutes to introduce the method, and then we will apply. We will have some practical examples. Now, this was a project of the European Union that was addressed to policymakers. In the beginning, we created this method because, as Stavroula said before, it was important to develop the 21st century skills to students, such as empathy, critical thinking, active citizenship, etc. So, it is based on a series of activities which want to change the attitudes and behaviors, something that is very difficult, of course, and is also difficult to see it shortly, I mean, to see it in a while. However, because Anastasia Balaska and I were thinking, we proposed this tool to other partners of the AIR project, and we developed altogether the method to form active European citizens. So we have two tools, the dialectical method by Socrates, as Stavroula said, and the different theatrical techniques. We had mainly three big and well-known techniques like the forum theater or the theater of the oppressed, the participatory or community theater, and the documentary theater. So we know, and you will experience it in a while if you haven't done this so far, that the theatrical techniques, the drama techniques, create a safe environment for the students. And in other ways, they can express themselves, they can express their feelings and their opinions. Now, working together with the body and the heart, which need to be working with theater, at the same time, we will try to develop the critical thinking of the students. For this reason, we have created a series of activities that are inspired, I would say, from Socrates, the ancient Greek philosopher. Here I put the description of the air methodology in the Acaδημia platform. And I guess you know already what is the Acaδημia Teacher Academy platform, right? So for these two sessions, we have high expectations. We want you at the end of these two sessions to select different drama strategies or the most suitable drama strategy and the most suitable dialectical technique, critical thinking technique to run a course in your classes. Then to cooperate with other teachers and exchange teaching experience. That's why we will work in breakout rooms here. To cope with different practical problems when we use this methodology. There are slight activities you can do and actions you can take in order to solve different problems. There are not much, though. And I'm sure that you want to motivate your students, your learners, in order to work all together, like holistically, I would say, with the mind, the body, and the heart. This is also very important for us teachers because we need to overcome the routine, the monotony in our lessons. As you know, burnout is always waiting for a teacher in the corner, as we say in Greek. And then we would like you to develop your own critical thinking skills, which I'm sure you have, to develop them further and to develop your drama skills. I will explain, do you see it better now? I will explain the 5 steps, the 5 main steps. We start from a warm-up. We want to check what is the involvement and the interest of our learner and if they have any prior knowledge on the topic. So this is an activity that I just did. So we all need to have a warm-up because we need to see where we are with our learners. At that moment, when we introduce the topic, or the topic is introduced actually by a poem or a text, by a song or a short video, by any means, any teaching material that you use, At that moment, the learners are asked to think and probably also write down their views and feelings on that topic. We will not, they will use it, they will not announce it unless they want to say two words on that, because they will do their checking based on that, on the initial feelings, initial views at the end of the work. We also want to work on the main terms. This is important, and this is number 2 actually, because we want to develop the understanding about the main terms, the terminology. So first, in the warm-up phase, we explore the first reactions. And it's nice to document it in written, but not necessary. Then we have to understand the main concepts. So this way, we would like to make them explore the definitions of the main term or terms, because there should be something like, for example, the law or the state, or what is discipline, or what is democracy, what is ethics, etc. So in this case, the learners are asked to go to search for definitions from the dictionaries, different dictionaries. They can use some questions to each other. So they should make sure that they understand what they are talking about. As you know, the real meaning of a term, of a word, changes in different contexts. So it's better to understand exactly what we are talking about. And we are talking about this in this meaning and not this in another meaning. Good communication is based on that. When I say this, I mean that. Then steps 3 and 4 can be interchanged according to your inspiration. So we have, for example, theatrical techniques, and the students are asked to explore the topic through different experiential theatrical activities, hands-on theatrical activities. We introduce probably one of the different activities we have. The AIR methodology proposes different activities, more than 50. You choose one activity that is convenient for you according to your time or the topic, etc. And you never forget you let students play theater. You give them exact instructions, and we never forget to debrief. Debriefing means that they need to step out of their roles as actors and think again, discuss how they felt at that moment as being a role, how they feel now, what they think, and if something happened. Attitudes are changed by that immediately. Of course, it will not last, but when you play, when you act, you always change. But you change also when you also think critically, when you learn a new thing, when you learn something new that you didn't know. This also changes us. So we could say in a way that education changes people. Some people may not agree to that, but in general, education and the new knowledge changes. So now we pass to the other part, which is the critical thinking techniques inspired by the dialectical method. Now, we have to say that it's not, it's a dialogue. It's not a simple conversation. It's not a simple discussion. It's a dialogue based on specific rules. Now, it could be in groups. It could be in pairs, etc. But in general, remember that we have to have a binary opposition, which means a phrase or a topic where some of the students say yes, some others say no, and they both have good arguments. Then, in that case, in that step number 4, which can be step number 3 as well, if you change the order, we have every learner think and possibly write again to document their thinking. It's a very powerful tool to let them write even some phrases. So they think, they form their arguments, they form the whole argumentation procedure, and they have to apply it, they have to persuade others. However, it's not necessary here, it's not important to play roles, like, for example, in a debate. In a debate, I will say later, you have to explain, to persuade your opponent, even if you don't really believe in something. But you have to beat him to win. Here you have the right to aporia. Aporia in ancient Greek means no passage. You don't have a way to pass through. You don't have a way to overcome the obstacle. You don't have a way to pass the bridge, so to cross the bridge. So you need to say this to yourself first. But you are searching, you are still searching. Now, this way, the learners are self-directed learners, autonomous learners, and somehow researchers. They don't have to persuade someone. First, they need to form their own opinion. A second and necessary and actually very important step is the action planning, which will be before that, we have the personalization. So we are talking, we have been talking about a social issue, an important social problem, or less important, but a social problem that influences the life of many people. Now, personalization means you have to bring it into your life and say, where am I here? if this is something that concerns me as well. And then you have to act. Socrates was not only a philosopher, was a practical philosopher, I would say. He would like everyone to act at the end. So we ask students to go on and design and plan short-term, medium-term, and long-term measures. Now, I will leave this because I said many things about that. And I'm saying a few things about the dialectics. Dialectics, this one means inter, between, among. So, and this is language, word, speech, etc. So you have a discourse, you have a real dialogue where two or more people hold different points of view about a subject, but they don't want to persuade the other. They want just to find out which the truth is based on different arguments. And they have to speak freely, of course. They have to speak with parrhesia. Parrhesia means free expression of opinion. Nothing should, apart from logical thinking, nothing should make them fear and make them lose their courage. It's not rhetoric. It's not a monologue. You have not an audience which you are trying to persuade for something. Also, dialectics is not a debate where you have to beat someone with some facts and probably with without having logical consistency. So it's not a didactic method as well. It's not that you know as a teacher and the students don't know something and you just pass on the knowledge. Socrates used to say that truth is inside us. Everybody knows the truth. You just need to dig in yourself in order to find it. So you dig with logical thinking. Then finally, dialectics have usually three stages. This is the thesis, the antithesis, and the synthesis. So you have a beginning phrase, a beginning proposition. Then there is always, you have always have to find the opposite one in order to see what happens and how the antithesis, the opposite phrase, the opposite fact contributes to the truth. You make a synthesis, so you have two conflicting ideas and you somehow combine them to form a new proposition, which probably will be a thesis in another part, in a later stage. So in dialectical thinking, there is the opposite. Somehow we will go on not with the theatrical techniques right now, because in the next meeting on Wednesday we will only collect the different theatrical techniques, and we will see many different techniques, and we will play theater. We will use probably the same topics, so that we will have at the end the same topic worked in two ways, the dialectics and the theater. I will pass on to start the practice. Let's see how many we are, so that we will have how many Corina, Stavroula, Evangelia, Reni. Are you going to work in a breakout room, Reni, or you want to?
Yes, I will take part. Yes.
Good. So, Corina, Stavroula, Evangelia, Reni, Ekaterini, Maria, other Maria, Tsatiri and Papadoniou.
18 we are.
Sorry?
18.
18.
18.
18.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, but maybe Maria from Action Synergy and Kostas from Action Synergy are here to support the meeting. So 16, right? Okay. Then we will have, let's say, 5 groups.
5 is too much. Maybe
5 is
some
too
of
much.
them will not be
We'll
able
have
to
their
speak,
right,
etc. I
right.
would suggest 3 groups.
3 groups. Okay. Okay. We will make 3 groups then, and I will search for 3 of the topics. I have many different topics here. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The bold are to me more not easy, but because they are all social problems, but interesting, and maybe everybody has been thinking about that. But you can go on and tell me who would like to be working on this. Should we obey the laws of the state if we consider they oppose ethical laws or humanitarian laws? So, can we disobedient the state laws? Is it always negative, this? If you remember, the Greeks at least, this is the dilemma that comes out from the Antigone by Sophocles. One is this. I will read first the bold. Should no homework be assigned in school and leave children have more free time? Because today we are witnesses of zero free time by children who lose their children's age, their childhood, I mean. Should we have cameras in schools? Nearly everywhere. Then we have the pro and cons about euthanasia. I'm talking about a person who suffers from a chronic disease. Then, should we re-establish the death penalty for people who do not regret a serious crime? Or something that comes out from the biogenetics? Should parents be in the position to choose and design exactly what their babies will be? or are the nuclear weapons necessary to keep the world peace, which might be a question that could be discussed now again. We have others like positive discrimination about for women, young people voting, etc. What would you say? Would you like to? How many we will have? So 5 people per group. All right. So we need three.
Okay, I can make 3.
3 groups. Yes, with 5 people each.
Should I make them now?
Yes, but I will ask participants first if they want, not now, just a minute, Costa. I will ask you, do you have any preference?
There is one preference by Stavroula which says I want the second.
The second is this, the homework. Okay. Yes.
This is the only preference that was.
Any other preference? Maybe.
Personally, I like a lot the question about the opposition about positive discrimination, because it can be applied in different aspects, in different
Yes.
contexts.
Yes. Why not?
Okay, Maria about
Yeah.
Maria Sadiri about euthanasia, and Katerina about homework, and also Calliope about homework. So we have at least
All right.
3 people that want
Okay.
to talk about homework.
Okay. So let's say that we will have this one. Second would be this, and it can be applied in different environments. Yes, contexts, and we have the euthanasia here. Why not? Now look what we will do. Number 1 group will have the first. So Costas will have the 3 people at least. Then we have the number 2 is this, euthanasia. Number 3, positive discrimination for women. And I will give you 3 different techniques. Not all, I will explain after you present, I will explain the others. So you will have a handout to read exactly what you have to do and you will apply it. Try to find a way to answer this and especially try to find a way to find the truth on that. Costas, we listen singing. We listen singing from you.
Yeah, sorry.
So, number 1 is this. Number 2 is the red, euthanasia. Number 3, the positive discrimination. You will go to your groups and then I will send you 3 different methods, techniques for critical thinking to develop some answers on that. Okay.
Euthanasia is number 2 or number 3?
Number 2.
Okay.
Number 1, number 2, number 3. And I will come to each group to give you some explanations on the techniques that I will bring, all right? Please go to your groups.
Wait, I have not created them. I am creating them now.
And I will choose some.
Okay, now you can go. Σταυρούλα, μπορείς να μπεις? Ντεμπόρ, Αθανασία, Βαγγελία, have you received the invitation? Ντεμπόρ, Αθανασία and Βαγγελία. Okay, Athanasia, Deborah, Irini, Evangelia, can you please go to your groups?
Πηγαίνω και στο νούμερο 2. Ναι, δεν πειράζει, Ειρήνη. Ξανά.
Ειρήνη, μπορείς να μπεις, πήρες την πρόσκληση για το δωμάτιο? Όχι.
Σε ποιο είναι?
Στο 3, μισό
Στο
λεπτάκι,
3.
δεν ξέρω.
Εγώ τώρα πρέπει να πάω στο 2 και θα πάω μετά στο 3. Οπότε μπαίνω στο 2. Επίσης, μπορείς να κάνεις co-hosts μέσα στα δωμάτια και άλλους, έναν από το κάθε δωμάτιο ή όχι?
Μπορώ να κάνω ποιον θέλω.
Ωραία, τότε κάνε τη Δρετάκη από το νούμερο 1,
Ναι,
την Κορίνα στο νούμερο 3
οκ.
και να δω τώρα ποιος μπορεί να μιλήσει στο νούμερο 2 και θα σου πω. Πάω τώρα να τους δω.
Εντάξει, οκ.
Ωραία, και πάω και στο νούμερο 3.
Hello, Eva and Stella. Welcome.
Hello. I'm sorry, but I
Hello.
cannot switch on my camera. I hope
No
it's not
problem.
a problem.
We
Thank
are
you.
working now in the breakout room, and I will transfer you to a breakout room. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So, and Eva also, I mean, you have received an invitation to join. Ειρήνη, ίσως κάποιος έχει με δωμάτιο.
Okay. Irene is still here. I thought she was in the room in number 3.
With the internet, οπότε...
I saw her.
Which room?
3.
3 ήταν η Ειρήνη. Okay.
I saw her there.
Στο ένα μπες πάλι πηγαίνει γιατί είναι λίγο μπερδεμένη νομίζω.
Ναι. Πάω και στο 2. Στο 3 είναι η Κορίνα. Πάω και στο 3.
Η Ειρήνη σε πετάει συνέχεια έξω σήμερα.
Τι?
Προσπαθήσω να ξαναβάλω, αλλά ναι, είναι το ίντερνετ, η σύνδεσή που θέλει. Καλησπέρα Βασιλική, μας ακούς? Βασιλική. Βασιλική, δουλεύουμε σε breakout rooms, σε έβαλα σε ένα δωμάτιο αν θες να δεχτείς την πρόσκληση. Βασιλική, δεν ξέρω αν μας ακούς. Ντέμπορ, Βασιλική.
Οκ. Πήγα 2 φορές στο κάθε δωμάτιο. Συνεχίζουν. Έχουμε πολλούς Έλληνες.
Ναι, τα 2 δωμάτια είναι ελληνόφωνα, τα πρώτα
Ναι.
2. Έτσι.
Ναι.
Να σου πω.
Ντεμπόρ ποιος είναι?
Ένας που δεν μπαίνει όμως.
Α, δεν μπαίνει. Εντάξει.
Πόση ώρα πρέπει να τους αφήσουμε?
Τους είπα 15 με 20 λεπτά, αλλά χάσαμε λίγο χρόνο στην αρχή, γιατί πολλοί είναι από τα
Ενώ
τηλέφωνα.
τι άλλο θες να κάνεις, γιατί έχουμε άλλη μισή ώρα περίπου.
Ναι, θα εξηγήσω, θα μας πούνε πρώτα πώς βρήκανε αυτές τις 3 τεχνικές και πού κατέληξαν, και μετά θα πω και τις άλλες τεχνικές, μερικές από τις άλλες, και μετά θα ρωτήσω αν έχουν άλλες ιδέες για το πώς αυτοί χρησιμοποιούν, πώς διερευνούν ένα θέμα από αυτή την άποψη. Και θα πω λίγα λόγια για θα δείξω δηλαδή το website και το community of practice που τα έχω βάλει και στις 2 συναντήσεις, και θα τελειώσουμε εδώ σήμερα, ώστε την άλλη φορά θα κάνουμε μόνο τις τεχνικές του θεάτρου.
Ωραία. Πόση ώρα θες για όλα αυτά?
Θάνος.
Πώς?
Ο Θάνος μπαίνει μέσα κάποιος Θάνος τώρα.
Ναι. Η Ιφηγένεια σου λέει πόση ώρα θες
Πόση
για όλα
ώρα
αυτά?
θέλει? Λιγότερο από μισή ώρα. Οπότε μπορούμε να τους αφήσουμε 3 λεπτά ακόμη και να βγουν.
Οκ, οπότε του γράφω εγώ ότι σε 3 λεπτά βγαίνω.
Ναι, ναι.
Οκ.
Μου γράφει η μία συμμετέχουσα ότι έχει μάθημα η μία κυρία και δυσκολεύεται, μάλλον είναι η Σταυρούλα. Οπότε και μου γράφει η Ευαγγελία Δημουλά, είμαστε στα daily skills. Έχει μάθημα και δυσκολεύεται να μιλήσει. Είναι μόνο 2 νομίζω εκεί. Πάω κι εγώ να δω.
Πού σε ποιο?
Στο πρώτο.
Ναι.
On the line.
Μπες στο πρώτο άμα θες και σε 3 λεπτά σας βγάζω όλους μαζί.
Μπαίνω, ναι, ετοίμασα το PowerPoint με βάση αυτά που τους έδωσα τώρα. Okay. We are back to the plenary. And I want to ask you, how did you manage to apply the technique? Were the guidelines very clear? And did you apply the technique?
Yes, in our
Let's
group.
see group number one first. You had the topic about the homework for children, no free time, and you applied the list of essential questions, τα ουσιώδη ερωτήματα στα ελληνικά. Essential questions inspired by the dialectical method. How did you do that? Would you like to tell us? You had a list. You had a list of questions. Who would like to tell us? You are Stavroula, Evangelia. Thanos just came, so he could not or probably participated. Who else? Katerina, right?
Yeah, that's it, I think.
Stavroula, would you like to start because you are living in Iran? You have
Yes.
to.
We took the main question from the 10 and then the critical questions. And finally, we went on the definition point of free time in secondary education. We have pointed out that secondary education and evening education, daily and evening, have a lot of problems with free time because students are many hours in school and they have a lot of different subjects and at the beginning, we defined that free time is very important for students and help students to relax and reduce stress after many hours of lessons and homework. And when students feel less tired, they can concentrate better in classroom. And also, free time allows students to develop social skills by communication with friends and parents and working in teams. And students can also use their free time to discover hobbies and talents and to develop skills.
So what did you do exactly to find out, to give these answers?
Everyone tells his opinion. We have the questions and everyone express his opinion. And
Who asked
I
the
use
questions?
also
Who asked
Katerina,
the question?
Katerina asked the
Katerina.
questions. Yes.
Okay.
And we all tell our opinions and
Okay.
Katerina points down
Yes.
all the things. And
Yes,
then
Sotiria, you are okay.
and
Yes?
if Katerina wants to continue, then we discuss about the consequences and we. Katerina, do you want to speak?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
About the consequences now, they study less because they feel more stressed, they have more stress, more anxiety, and they are leading to a burnout when they do not have the time to relax or sleep well or meet their friends and enjoy their hobbies and talents.
Katerina,
With
I'm sorry. I am more interested in forming the right questions because the questions is what we need to find the answer. You have found the answers, yes,
yes.
but can you tell us some of your questions just for the others to have an idea about the technique?
About the technique.
What
Yes.
are some of the questions? Only questions. Tell us only
For
questions.
example, what are the consequences of the problem? Okay, what is the problem? What makes the problem so important? Why is the problem so important? If there are advantages and disadvantages, if there are opinions for or against giving homework. For example, if we eliminate homework completely, then there are other consequences.
Implications. Yes.
Yes, because the learning comes out that they can't have the opportunity to learn more.
Okay.
Homework helps students practice and remember what they learned in class.
Okay, don't answer the questions.
Yes.
We are talking about the questions. If we have the right questions and we have been proposed a list of types of questions, did this help you explore the
Yes,
dilemma?
it's much easier than, for example, giving a topic of an essay and tell
Yes.
them, write an essay
Right.
on the advantages and disadvantages of
Yes.
not having free time after school, for
Yes.
example.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
It is, yes, cooperation. You may come to a debate without being pushed. And also the teamwork and ideas that comes out more
May I?
easily.
We have
Yes.
also
Yes. Yes.
we have also, as concern consequences, pointed out levels: academic level, social level, psychological level, by having more or less free time, mental level, physical level, moral behavioral level, and we have pointed out different levels of consequences.
Okay, so these types of questions lead
Yes.
to analysis, to exploration of the problem, and then finally to some kind of solutions. So there are many ways to think, so it helps us analyze. Oh, good. Would you like to add something else about the methodology, the technique?
Yes, I can say that formulating a context, for instance, given questions, it helps the participants to make more to make better
Arguments.
ideas for their discussions. It guides them in a better way.
Yes, Evangelia, thank you. So let's go to group number 2 on euthanasia. On euthanasia and the technique. Where do you stand on the line?
Okay, Maria helped me a lot because she was familiar with this technique. We prepared 5 statements about euthanasia, starting from the negative one. No one has the right to decide when to end the human life. The second statement was when the pain is unbearable, euthanasia is a humanitarian act. The third statement was freedom means that man has the right to choose between life and death. The fourth statement was living with dignity is more important than living a long life without dignity, whatever dignity means to everyone. And the fifth statement was euthanasia gives a man the capacity to have control over his life ending. So we debated about these over these these 5 statements. From scale 1, which is I totally disagree, and 10 is I fully agree. We debated, and we were approximately standing in number 7. We do not fully agree.
Can
We
you
do not
please explain
totally.
the technique? Can you please explain the technique?
The technique is
What is the line?
The line is that you have the statements, and with a scale 1 to 10, you disagree, or you fully agree.
Okay, so each one chooses their place on the line.
Yeah, the place on the line, yes.
Mm-hmm. The line is a real line.
A real line. It was theoretical in our group now.
Okay.
But if you have, if you apply it in the classroom,
Yes.
it can be an actual line, a real line.
Good. And did you have declarations, the first one and some others? You created more declaration, more phrases, right?
Excuse me, I didn't quite understand.
Did you have as a declaration 1, 0 to 10 the question itself, or you created more questions on that topic?
No, we didn't create more questions over the topic.
Okay. So you decided this number, that number, and you explained, yeah?
Yes, exactly. That's how we worked.
And how did it work for you? Were you helped?
It was very clear. Yes, it was very clear. It was very. It didn't require further specification. It was quite clear how to work and how to decide on all the statements.
Okay. And did you discuss in a free way after?
Yes, for the time we had available. Yes. But we were quite clear over the statement, so we didn't need further explanation.
Okay. One was in another position and the other was in an opposite position, or
we
you
were
were near?
We were near.
You were near, okay. And finally, did you move from your initial opinion?
No.
Not
No,
really.
I can't
Okay.
say we moved, we changed our minds.
All right. Do you think this is a useful technique?
It is, but we have to have in mind that it's theoretical. I mean, when that's what we specified, that we don't have actual experience. So on theoretical level, it's easy to decide. When you have to do, and we don't wish for anyone to be in that position. You don't know if all that theoretical context would be the same.
Yes. We never know when it is not theoretical anymore and it's a life problem.
It's actually
life and death problem. Okay. And group number 3 about positive discrimination for women, the 5 whys. Would you like to explain the technique first? Who is going to explain from you? I don't see Corina here, but...
Okay, let me...
Who?
I will...
Yes, Lenny.
Yeah.
Yes, Lenny.
So, the core of the technique is to ask one after the other 5 times why, trying to find the answer, the correct answer over a certain controversial statement. In this case, the statement was concerning the positive discrimination of women And is it right to apply positive discrimination nowadays? And wasn't it unfair to men? I'm afraid that we started discussing the complexity of the topic. And I feel that we had been lost a little bit. And listening now to the other groups, I think that actually it was really difficult to formulate 5 questions over the dilemma, which would lead us towards a certain solution. We were not so focused on finding a solution because somehow I think we had the feeling that nowadays the situation is different, perhaps. So for us, it was a little bit theoretical. We kind of explored the historical reasons for women's discrimination and why they were underprivileged for so many years, for centuries. So this was actually the focus of our discussion, more to explore how and why it was like this. And finally, what contributed to changing the situation, for which Stella helped a lot, because she reminded us that actually the situation during the First World War, then the Second World War, when a lot of women actually had to do men's job because men were fighting at that time, helped everybody to realize that women are not less skilled or less clever than men, and they can do a lot of jobs. But
okay, did you ask at least 5 times why the answer?
Well,
You have
we
a
asked more
question
than
and an
5.
answer.
Yes,
More.
we asked
Okay.
more than 5 times why.
Very good, very good.
But as I said, most of the
Yeah.
questions were related to why actually women were discriminated for so many
Okay,
years.
yes. Were discriminated, but
Yes.
so this means that in that case, in the classroom, you had to work with the students before that, before the 5 whys, about the localization of the problem, about the main term, if it happens now or not. And if you solve this, you would not just answer theoretically about the past, but maybe the problem is now here. So yeah, you could combine. But it was easy to go on and asking why, and you had always an answer in this to these whys, eh?
Well, frankly speaking, we had always an answer. But I think that in this case, in this discussion, we could have a good input from a man because we needed also the alternative perspective on the topic.
Yes, that's right. That's right. We cannot have always the conditions we need, but okay.
Yeah.
All right. So now, while you were referring to the work you have done, I was sharing the different handouts. You will be given all the handouts. So I'm going to share some more because we only had the time to practice 3 techniques. So I will share my screen to show you and just describe now some of the techniques. No. Wow. Okay. So, it could be, for example, you have the 5 whys. You can also ask the WH questions. These can also lead to some different ideas and conclusions, or you can ask using the notion of time. So, how was this problem in the past? How we think it will be in the future? Did it happen? Have been always here, or when exactly did it happened, etc. Then we have the definitions. As we saw in the last example, the definitions of a term is very important. And there could be different definitions, so a dictionary is very helpful on that. Another technique would be the fishbowl. As you see here, we have a small group of students and a bigger group outside. The bigger group are the observers. The inner group, the inner circle, are the people who are sharing their opinions. The outside group are observers and they write without having any word, anything. There is another version, of course, where the outside circle can enter. But in general, the fish bowl is this. So these are the fishes and this is the bowl, let's say. So they say their opinions and the outside circle is sharing after them at the end what they hear. So they probably have heard people who have changed slightly their opinion. First, we ask the inner cycle when they finish, and then we ask the outside cycle. This is nice because you see that people can really observe. If they have this role, they can really listen to others. Then we have some of the essential questions. Then we have the imagine the impossible. If there was an impossible solution, what the problem would look like in practice? What would things be like if they got worse before they got better? What would the world be like if we made this happen? Etc. So we are thinking about the impossible, and sometimes this makes our brain be larger and makes us think how we would like to change. We should change our mindset in order to imagine that. Then we have the two truths, one lie. So someone says about their opinion, and then no, two truths and one lie is that we say three phrases. We believe only two, and one is the lie. So you can choose to mention three phrases, and then the class tries to guess what is the lie and discuss about the two truths and one lie of a person on that. They are different. On the same topic, the people have different truths and, of course, different lies. Now, after that, it's nice to have a debriefing as well. So you ask the students, did you have the answer yourselves? Did you have the answer from the beginning or on the way you formed your personal opinion? How did you try to persuade and how others did try to persuade you? And did you move from the personal opinion? Speak about the whole process. Do you have any other idea or do you practice another technique to make your students speak? You have any idea to give us? Maybe not. Okay. So I would like to thank you for this session, and I would like to show you the Acaδημία platform. I will share this PowerPoint and these links, but I just wanted to let you know now that there is a European Acaδημia for Creative and Inclusive Learning website. There you can find all 11 methodologies. And we have also a community of practice for teachers. Many teachers around Europe have been exchanging their lesson plans, some ideas, some challenges they have. And also there is an open access repository, which means that people who want to share their ideas record them on a paper usually and with some photos probably, and they put it there. So you can find much help on that. About the year, there is also a guide for teachers with many ideas and many techniques. So, would you like to say something or add something?
I would like to ask something.
Yes.
Can we later get this video so that we can watch again the session? Or do we just get the links that you have posted here?
Yes, you get the videos, but it is not the recorded breakout room. It's just the plenary that it is recorded.
Okay, this is very nice too. Thank you very much.
All right. I hope you will be to the other part, which is the theater, on Wednesday. Okay, let's meet on Wednesday then at 5 o'clock. 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock.
Stavrula raised her hand.
Yes, yes, Stavrula.
5 o'clock, huh? 5 for
Yeah?
5 o'clock.
Greece and Bulgaria, 5
Okay.
time.
5,
o'clock.
okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stavrula.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you. Goodbye.
once again.
Congratulations.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Congrats.
Thank you.